She is live. Wow, it's so dark. It's dark. Musica, I'm not late. I was just setting up the thing. I never plan out my live streams in case you guys are wondering. What time is it? 4:27? Time is it? Yeah, I never really plan out my live streams. I just hop on when I have a minute. It's so dark in here. Tell me if I should add more light. I'm trying to get some music started because I can't really sit in this quietness. Hello, people. There we go. I have some music. It's kind of dark. Sorry, guys. Yeah, more light. Who said they trying to poo right now? You are crazy, girl. It's cool. I feel it. I pooed earlier, so I think I'm going to add more light. Hold on. I'll be right back. Babe, you want to click on my live and tell me if it looks good, the light? I'm back. Oh, it's like way lighter. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Leonie, I do listen to Alt J. I haven't really listened to like a lot of music lately, but I do listen to Alt J. That's crazy. Every time I come onto these live streams, you guys say that it's like your first time actually catching a live. Hi, puppy. Ella, thank you for saying that. Yes, my birthday was yesterday. That's crazy. And now today I just feel like a lazy day.
I think you need some of this.
Oh no. Should we turn off that one?
Yeah.
Jordan's helping me. Oh, ooh. Rave vibes. It looks cool. Wait, come look. It looks cool. All right, y'all, we're changing it up. It's gonna be nighttime vibes. It's fucking dark. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Jordan's helping me out. Oh my gosh.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah, it's hella bright. Look.
Look at the back.
Ella, my day has been interesting. I feel actually that kind of helps a little bit. It's kind of been like a lazy day. Jordan and I didn't go to sleep until like 3 a.m. Bad idea because now I got up. It's super bright. It's better. Come look.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I feel like this should come up.
Yeah, I think we went to sleep like 3 something, so I actually didn't wake up until like 9:30, which is pretty late. I didn't really get out of bed until like 10. Say hi, baby.
Hey.
He's just in it. Oh. Mowgli, ups. Somebody said, let's see the puppy. Come here. Come. The puppy. He's had ball playtime 3 times already today, so he's like, look at him. He's so happy. Anybody else just make out with their dogs all the time? Guilty. Oh yeah, but I started off the live stream photo. I finally finished up the 30K giveaway winner's choice. So she said she wanted the flame pattern. Thank you. She said she wanted the flame pattern from that flame vest, but she opted for a like little tote bag. So I finally got this thing finished up. I've been working on it honestly on and off like the last 2, 3 weeks. It took me way too long. I was just trying to work on other things at the same time. It's a bad habit, but I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I like how the flames look on this side. I added a little bit too many over here, but it's okay. There's like options. So finally made her a cute little tote bag. So I actually tried filming, not like a TikTok, but I tried filming like a reel. Yeah, like a reel this week on just kind of like how I made this. It's not the best. It's not, I'm not a TikToker. I don't really know what I'm doing, but yeah, I do plan on shipping this out to her. So in case you're watching, I finally finished ship her bag and this should be sent out to her this week. But yeah, super cute, cute little tote bag. It's big enough to fit. This is like a phone. It's like an iPhone 8 for comparison. So she could fit quite a good amount of things in there. But yeah, I'm happy to finally get this thing finished up. Crafty Chats Cafe said, nighttime vibes. What kind of live have I joined? I promise I fixed it. So cool seeing everybody here. Thanks for joining me last minute, guys. You guys know I never plan out my live streams. It's just wherever the wind takes me, whatever I'm feeling. Leonie said, material girl. And Crafty said there are TikTokers that know what they're doing. Yeah, like I don't even know how to like operate the actual camera. Like you guys know me when I film, I set up a camera, I talk to it and just do my shit and then I edit later. And then with like TikTokers, like they know how to do transitions and angles and like it's kind of hard for me. I'm trying though. I tried. So yeah, I mean I'm planning on releasing some like reels. I don't want to say TikToks, it's not TikTok, but some reels this week, and I don't want to show it to you guys, but this is an announcement to everybody on my channel because I know y'all been waiting for this. You guys remember that subscriber patchwork project that I started? When was that? Like October? No, it was like August, September, October, like around there. Y'all remember the subscriber patchwork project? All I'm gonna say is I've been working real hard, and your girl finally finished up the patchwork cardigan. So I filmed it all this like last week. Jordan helped me film it and edit it. And there was a lot of work that went into that video just because it's very time consuming. But Sunday, Sunday is going to be the day that the video goes live for the patchwork cardigan. So you guys finally get to see me put the whole thing together. Took me 4 days to finish it, and I worked on it, like, nonstop, just freaking whip stitching for hours, just because I mean, there was really not that much crocheting to do. You guys already did the patches and everything. So the whole thing for me was just whip stitching and whip stitching for hours on end, but it came out so cute. Um, yeah, it's crazy. Yesterday was my birthday, and Jordan and I pretty much just worked for, like, half the day because I needed to get the video done and approved and everything. So yeah, we went out yesterday morning, like around lunchtime, and we shot the cardigan out in public. And I got so many compliments on it. We went to a couple different places, grabbed food, and even like the employees like stopped me and they were like, "Did you make that? How did you do that?" And I was like, "Oh, I got a YouTube and like people from around the world sent me these patches." And they were just like, "What the heck? That's crazy." So yeah, it's like sitting right over there. I really want to show it to you guys because it's so cute and colorful, but I will wait because y'all need to go see the video to go see that. Okay. I worked my freaking butt off, but it's so cool. You guys are going to love it. And then now one of the next projects, I'm going to wait to work on it just because I have a couple other things lined up that I want to record for you guys and other tutorials like the cropped cardigan tutorial. Hello. So, I still have the rest of the giveaway patches, and like I've mentioned before, I want to make like tote bags out of the rest of the patches. That way, whoever wins it can actually use it. Um, so yeah, I want to say I'll start working on the bags at the end of January, but I have some really fun stuff coming up. I have a fun like sponsorship type video with Hobby, Hobbii, Hobby Yarns. I know y'all know who Hobby is. So that's like a month-long project in the works. They're giving me like a month to work on it roughly. And it's going to be like a Valentine's Day theme tutorial. So that'll be really fun. I'm waiting for the yarn to come in. So yeah, just a lot of projects going on, but I'm so happy I got the cardigan done. And Niang, thank you for saying happy birthday. Leonie said, how do you prevent pains growing in your hands from crochet and knit and things like that? To be honest with you guys, for me, there's not really a way that I can prevent the pain. Um, it kind of just happens. Sometimes it takes a couple hours to kick in, and depending like on how thick the yarn is, sometimes it starts like within the first like couple minutes of me crocheting. For me, I don't really know of a way to prevent, but I want to say before you start crocheting or knitting, you should like legit like stretch your hands. I know it sounds crazy, but a lot of times when my hand starts hurting, I literally pull my thumb back like this because I get pain like right in here. So I'll legit like stretch it out. I'll like massage my thumb pads. Um, but yeah, other than that, Ella said, take small breaks in between, and that's like the best advice I can give is just take a break. If you guys actually know how to prevent the pain, I've heard of people using like compression gloves. Um, but yeah, it's just kind of, something you have to put up with, something that happens. Heather N said, hey there, new to you and your channel. Well, welcome to a live stream. That's crazy cool that you got to catch this. Because like I've said like 10 times already, I never plan my live streams. I never schedule them. I just hop on when I have a minute. So that's cool. Rad Witch said, how many squares did you have left over? I think I have ooh, I think I have at least 160 squares left over still. Insane. Fucking crazy. There are so many. I honestly thought like the cardigan was going to take a good chunk of the patches. And then I went to go put all the leftover patches like back in the bag. And it's like just as full as when I started. So where's the math in that? I don't know. I think I used 16. How many did I use? I think I used about 60 or so patches. But it's cute. I gave it some buttons. So, I stepped up the cardigan a little bit. I gave it like a little bit of pizzazz. Alicia Williamson said, do you still have a P.O. box in case we wanted to send you something? Or was it only for the patchwork? I still have my P.O. box. So if you go to any of my videos, my P.O. box address is listed in the description in literally all of my videos. I think I was on a 6-month plan right now. And because I don't plan on like doing another huge like send in thing, I think at the end of the 6 months, I'm going to take a break from the P.O. box just because it's pretty costly. Um, but when I do like another patchwork subscriber thing or like anything, I'll probably re-up. So I think I still have maybe like a month left on the P.O. box. I want to say it's definitely less than 2 months left. So if you want to send something in to me, whether it's like a letter or like anything, I still have the P.O. box. And I want to say you have like at most like a month and a half to send something in before I don't have it anymore. But that's a really good question. Demon Cry said, it might be crazy, but do you want to make another cardigan with them? So I honestly thought about either doing like another cardigan or sweater or like something else, like clothing wise with the patches. But the only thing I'm worried about is I don't want to make the cardigan, like if I were to make a second one to give away, I don't want to make it in a certain size and then the winner doesn't fit it. Like, I want to say the size cardigan I made, it just so happened to be like a small slash medium. It's like a little bit baggy on me. So I want to say it's like a women's medium. Um, and it fits me just perfectly. But if I were to make a medium, or a large, I don't want to, pick the winner and then the winner is like a 2XL and then they can't wear it. Um, so yeah, it's like I don't want to make something that the winner can't even use because that would suck. Like you think you're gonna win this awesome thing, and then I send it to you and it's like a size small and you're like an extra large or something. So I kind of just want to avoid having to do sizing issues, which is why I really like the idea of like tote bags, like oversized tote bags, because anybody can use a tote bag. You just throw it on your shoulder, you got a bag. So yeah. Shannon Dunn, what's your favorite project you have worked on? I was just talking to Jordan about this a couple days ago. I want to say, honestly, the patchwork cardigan. And it's kind of weird because I didn't really make, obviously, any of the patches. Those were all just like sent in, and I kind of just put them together. So I don't know if that counts, but once I finished up the cardigan and like I made a whole outfit out of it, I got dressed up, I felt cute. I was like, this is really unique. And I literally got so many compliments. Um, I don't know if that counts though, because again, I didn't really crochet. If it's something that I have crocheted, I want to say my favorite thing that I've made, favorite project, might honestly be one of my top-down raglan sweaters. Um, just because I think like when I first made that pattern, it's so basic. Like I didn't think something that cute could come out of it. I just had like a basic idea of how to do the stitches. And then once I started adding in all those crazy colors, I was like, holy shit, this is really cool. And when I wear that sweater out, I've worn it out probably like 4 or 5 times, like in public. And I get a lot of compliments with that sweater too. I mean, like my favorite projects don't really have to do with like the amount of compliments that I get, but that's just how kind of like your vision is, how do I say it? It's like you're doing like what you're meant to be doing. Cause it's like, if you're the only person that like likes your shit, you're like, oh, it's cool, but it's cool when I like something and I'm proud of it. And then I go out and you kind of just get like validation and you're like, oh, that's cool. Other people are noticing it. So I want to say probably like that really colorful top down sweater. That thing is sick. That's really cool. Yeshua Saves said, how do I make a warmer beanie? Oh, you want to know? You want to know how to make a warmer, thicker, chunkier beanie? I just released a chunky beanie tutorial. So you can go check that out. That's something I noticed like my previous beanie tutorial. I think it has the most views on my channel now, but the pattern itself is very basic, very simple. But because I'm just using, like basic worsted weight yarn, in theory, it's a pretty lightweight beanie. Like it's very lightweight actually. I don't want to say thin, but once I made the new tutorial, I only put it out, I want to say like a week ago, something like that. But the chunky crochet beanie, if you go to my channel right now, I just put it out recently and I used a number 6 super bulky or super chunky yarn. And that thing is super, super warm. Like I was wearing I put on that beanie and I wanna say within, like, 10 minutes, I start to sweat on my forehead because it's so thick, like, it's super, super warm. So, yeah, if you guys want an updated beanie tutorial, because I have 2 now. I've got, like, a lightweight spring beanie, basic beanie, lightweight, and now I have a heavy duty, super thick beanie tutorial. So, go check out that one. And the cool thing with the new beanie tutorial is because I'm using number 6 chunky yarn, like super chunky yarn, super bulky yarn, I no joke finish that beanie in like right under 2 hours. I want to say 2 hours at most. And I know it sounds crazy because the first beanie I made probably takes me like 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours if I work on it consistently. But again, this new beanie tutorial, it's so thick. The yarn is so fast. It works up super, super quick. I've made 3 beanies using my super chunky or my what's it called? What did I call it? Like just my chunky beanie. And each time it took me 2 hours. It's that fast. I think I only use like 26 rows. So you're literally just using a super thick yarn to make like 20 something rows and then you're done. Like it's that fast versus the worst weight yarn. I think I had to make like 48 rows. And again, you're using like such smaller yarn. So yeah, go check out the new tutorial. I'm actually really proud of that one. Um, I know it doesn't have like a lot of views right now, but I'm sure by next winter, I'm sure the algorithm will pick it up because I was checking my analytics and in the last like 2 months, almost 3 months, because that's like when winter kind of set in and started, that beanie tutorial out of nowhere started getting, it was like, I think it said I got like 60,000 views on the beanie tutorial in just 1 month. And that was like the month of December. And then the month prior to that, it had like 30,000 views, just like in that amount of time. And now it's like my most watched video. So yeah, I'm actually more, if I have to suggest like a video of mine, I would way higher suggest the new chunky beanie tutorial over the old one, just because it's so much cuter. Yeah. Niang, Niang, Buna, Buna. Thank you for the chat donation. That's very cool. Thank you for sending that in. She said, good job. Mariah PR said, how did you start doing crochet? I could talk about this forever, but I'll make it short and sweet. I started crocheting when I was in like the 4th to 5th grade. So I was like 9 or 10 years old. Um, my family member, like my aunt and my grandma, they just wore a lot of handmade crochet things that they made themselves. And I was like in the 4th, 5th grade and I saw that and I was like, I don't know what it was. I think it was like a headband. I think I saw my aunt wearing like an old school headband. And I was like, I want one. So that day, literally that day, my aunt took me to Michael's, bought me my first crochet hook yarn. It was the Lime brand homespun yarn. And I learned how to make, I think it was a scarf that day, but yeah, it was just, I saw family members wearing handmade things and I was like, I want that. Sorry, guys, I'm just like reading. It's always quiet when I read. Jenny said, your top down pattern finally made me understand how to actually do a sweater like that, but I used the knit stitch instead. Does that mean that you crocheted and you used, like, what is it called? Ooh, I forgot the name of it. Is it like when you crochet, but it looks like knit, or did you actually like knit it? Because I don't know how to do like a knit top down yet. I'm not there yet. But I'm glad that my tutorial could like get through to you and like help you understand how to actually make something. That's literally the whole goal of my channel. Samantha, Samantha Kepley, do you have any new projects that you're planning on working on soon? Yeah, I have a list. There's like 20 things on the list, and I'm just trying to like knock them off one at a time. Um, I don't know if I can tell you. Can I tell you? I mean, I have a handful of things in general that I am planning on working on in the next few weeks and in February, in no specific order. Like I mentioned earlier, I am getting ready to do a sponsorship with Hobby Yarns. So it's going to be like a Valentine's Day themed tutorial. I don't want to say what it is yet. I'm not 100% sure. I'm still like figuring out what I'm going to make. But yeah, I'm doing some kind of like Valentine's Day thing like that. Oh, I also plan on doing like around Valentine's Day as well, um, a tote bag tutorial, kind of Valentine's themed as well, I guess, but it's going to be a tote bag tutorial. And I also plan on starting the cropped cardigan tutorial. I want to say this next week, I think. I have a couple custom orders I have to work on this weekend. So as soon as I can get those knocked out, I can start working on the super cropped cardigan. And then something else, it was literally like one person that commented on like a video and told me to do it. And since then, I can't get it out of my head. But they told me that I should make a like attempt my own like houndstooth vest, houndstooth cardigan. And that was like the middle of December. And ever since then, I keep thinking about it. And I have a ton of black and white yarn. So I feel like be kind of a fun tutorial or like kind of a fun like video to make where I show you guys how to make a houndstooth cardigan or vest or top. And then I can show you guys how I style it a couple different ways, something like that. So yeah, just a couple things that I have planned. But I have like a list, like a legit list on my phone. There's like 20 something things that I want to make. So, struggling. Struggling. Oh, bye, Niang. Bye. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, Jenny. Yeah, you said the waistcoat stitch. That's the one. I knew it started with a W. Yeah, waistcoat stitch. Give me 1 second. I don't know if you guys, oh, it got dark. I don't know if you guys can hear my music, but I was reading something. Oh yeah, Victoria, you said your favorite videos are the ones of me shopping for yarn and you love hobbies, so you're looking forward to that. Yeah. I've shopped on Hobby a few times, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're from the Netherlands. Am I wrong? I know it's not in the US. Um, Speaking of like shopping for yarn, whatever, I feel like another fun video, it's not really like a project, but another fun video I want to start getting into more on my channel is just kind of like basic yarn reviews, whether it's like new yarn collection and like reviewing the yarn. Um, I've just kind of like come to know, like notice that a lot of yarns, there's like a lot of yarn that's available online, for example, like Joann's and Michael's. Um, but whenever I go to like the different Joann's around my city, they don't have them. And like I go online and it says, oh, new yarn this and new yarn that. And there's like a bunch of different brands that have new yarn collections dropping. And then I can never see it in person. So I think I have like a bunch of stuff in my cart right now. But I think it'd be really fun to just kind of start ordering new yarns that come out online and then kind of like do like a haul. Like this is everything that I bought recently, new yarns, whatever. And then kind of like talk in depth about each of the yarns and even kind of do like a quick little like test, what do you call them? Test square or something. Like literally me just using the yarn for the first time and how it works up and what it looks like when it's worked up, because that happens a lot. There's a lot of like new yarns that I'm interested in like looking at or grabbing. And before I buy it, I always Google like to see if other people have made something with that yarn. And there have been so many times where like I go to see some kind of new yarn that I Google and nobody has like a review on it. Like it might be like a written article, but like, I want to see how that yarn looks when it's worked up and what it looks like with different stitches and stuff, different gauges. So I feel like that's something I want to get into because I don't see a lot of that. I know there's a couple people at like TL Yarn Crafts. I know she does that. So kind of something like that where I just purchase a bunch of new yarn, talk about the yarn, tell you all the specifics about it, and then do like a little swatch for you guys so you guys can see what the yarn looks like before you go to buy it. That'd be like a fun project to work on. Interesting. Crafty Chats said, you think that Hobby is a German company and you've heard it pronounced as Hobie. Probably. There's probably definitely, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but maybe it's Hobie. Leonie, this is a really good question. She said, what do you do? It's funny because this has happened. She said, what do you do when people ask you to make stuff for them, but you don't want to? I want to do my own projects, but people and family won't stop asking. I feel like in this scenario, there's definitely a way to be like polite about it, but just to get right down to the nitty gritty, you can kind of do like a couple of things. Tell them you're too busy. Like you can always say like, "Oh, you really want me to make that beanie for you? All right, well, I can get around to it when I finish this, but I'm working on this right now." Or like first and foremost though, I hope that they're paying you. Like don't get it wrong. There's definitely time and place to make things just for fun, out of the goodness of your heart, for friends and family that you love. But if it's getting to the point where it's like stressing you out and it's not even something that you're like looking forward to, maybe you can kind of like throw in the hint of, oh, okay, you want me to make that beanie for you? It'll be $40. It'll be $30. Like if you not that it'll scare them away, but if you kinda, like, set your intentions and, like, let them know, like, "Hey, I'm not just gonna be doing this free work for you when I have other things to do," it might either make them take back, like, "Oh, never mind, you don't have to make it," because they don't wanna pay, or they'll just realize, like, "Oh, she's trying to tell me, she's busy," and they'll be like, "Oh, never mind, like, let me know when you're free, and then you can make it for me." Um, but that's definitely happened to me a handful of times where people see that you're, like, a crafter, and they just there's been so many times where people will just straight up say like, "Oh, can you make me this?" Well, I can make it for you, but, um, that's it's definitely like kind of like a small problem, but it's definitely irritating. I don't like it when people do that, and I hear it so much from like other crafters where people don't understand the amount of time and effort and money and pain that it takes for you to like physically make something, and they're just automatically assuming that, well, that's what she does crafting, she can make this sweater for me. Bruh, do you know how much yarn costs? Do you know how long it's going to take me to make a sweater? Weeks. I don't want to just make you a sweater when I have other shit to do. um I don't really know how to like say this, but I mean, I know a lot of you guys do like that amigurumi stuffed toy things. I think they're super cute. I personally don't really know how to do amigurumi. I don't know how to do plushies and like stuffed figurines, stuff like that. I don't know how to do that. And there have been plenty of times where people are like, "Oh, can you make me? If, oh, what is it? Can you make me a dinosaur? Can you make me a giraffe?" And if it's something that you don't want to do, I would honestly just say tell them straight up. Like it's happened to me, like where I said people ask me to like make plushies, and it's something I don't want to do. I prefer making clothing and accessories and like fun stuff like that. For me, plushies are cute, but that's like not where my interest lies. That's like not my niche. So if somebody's gonna ask me, oh, can you make me a dragon? Can you make me a stuffed butterfly? Can you make me a stuffed dog? I'll just straight up tell them like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't do that. So because that's the truth. I don't know how to do that. And I would rather make a tote bag. I'd rather make a tote bag than make a stuffed animal. So if they're asking me like to make something, even if it's something that they literally seen you wear, just be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't do that." Yeah, I don't really know how to say it like super nice because I know there's definitely a way that you can say it very polite but get your point across. But I feel like at the end of the day, it's definitely important for you to like set a boundary. So if you're feeling like pressured, uh, yeah, if you don't want to do it, just tell them straight up, be like, "I'm sorry, I don't have the time for that right now." Maybe that's a nice way to say it. "I'm sorry, I've got a lot of other things on my plate right now, and I can't get around to it, but," you know. Sorry, I'm just reading. Oh, what else can I tell you guys? Earlier today, sorry, my tripod's like all crazy. What was I gonna say? A couple hours ago, I have been messing around with the crochet hooks, making the crochet hooks, and they're crazy cool. I'm still trying to like work out the kinks in them, but I just made some today and I'm waiting for them to like finish setting and stuff. But yeah, I just made some more crochet hooks today. They're so cute. So cute. My mom saw them and she was like, Jordan saw them and he was like, holy shit. Jordan's friend saw it and he was like, whoa, that's actually really cool. And they don't even like really know what crochet is. So I'm really excited to see how these turn out. But yeah, I'm a little slow, but I'm trying really hard to like get some stock up for my merchandise drop. And this next week, I'm going to bite the bullet and buy an embroidery machine. It's going to take all my money because they're like $900, $1,000. But I just need to start getting out some merch and getting some like mock-ups done so that you guys can start putting in your pre-orders. But I'm very excited. Crafty Chats Cafe. That's the perfect response. They said, just say, no, thank you. I'm not interested in doing that. That's honestly the best. Is you're short, sweet, to the point, and you're not being rude. You're just like, no, thank you. That's a lot of work. I'm not interested in making something right now. I have homework. I have a test. I have to go to work in the morning, you know? Laura. Hi, Laura. Sorry, I'm like late. I'm talking and I never see when people jump on the chat. Lauren Walker said Denmark. Thank you. Thank you guys for correcting me. I couldn't tell if it was Netherlands. It's Denmark. Alyssa. Hi, Alyssa. I've seen you before. She said, I love yarn reviews. Yeah, I'm excited. That's something I definitely want to get into. I think it'd just be helpful because, like I said, there's been so many times where I was interested in a certain yarn, but I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted to spend my money on it. And I tried Googling it, and all I could see, like the only thing that came up when I Googled it was like the product shots from the website. And I'm like, I don't care. I've seen the product shots. I want to see like finalized products. I want to see what it looks like in a blanket, in a sweater, in a beanie, you know? I'll probably only be on this live chat like another 10 minutes or so. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter one, but I always get carried away. So I'm just letting you guys know maybe like 10 more minutes of questions, and then I'm going to get going. Also, I have leftover birthday cake in the kitchen, and I kind of want to eat it. So that's what I'm going to be doing in 10 minutes. If you guys wonder, what does Erin do when she stops the live chat? What does she do when she stops streaming? I'm going to be sitting on this bed eating cake in the dark with the blue light on. That's what I'm going to be doing. But I finished editing for today, and I will commence filming and editing tomorrow and the day after. And again, I'm going to plug myself because I don't give a shit. Sunday. Pay attention on Sunday because my Sunday video, my Sunday upload is going to be the patchwork cardigan finally. Finally. I'm so excited. I want to show it to you guys so bad. What else can I update you guys on? I got my nose pierced a couple days ago. I used to have my nose pierced when I was in college, and then it fell out when it was still healing. So I got it redone. So I promise if you guys see me like touching, I'm not picking my nose. It's just like the piercing is like itchy, you know? But Leonie, this is a fun question. You have such good questions. You've asked me a couple good ones that are like very I can talk about them. Leonie said, "Would you ever do a collab with other crochet YouTubers like Ali Nicole, for example?" Yes, I've seen her name. I've watched a couple of her videos before, a couple months back. Um, that's actually, I don't want to say a resolution, but it's just something. It's like a goal. It's like something I want to do more of this year. In general, I just want to start reaching out to other YouTubers, other crafters that kind of like do the same niche as me. Um, so there's a couple people in my head that I've been like working up the nerve to just message and say, "Hey, what's up?" Whether we do a collab or not. Even though, like, a lot of this career stuff, YouTube stuff is like online, and there's like a ton of other people who do crochet and knitting and stuff. It it's still kind of like a small community. It's not like I ever run into these people, and like I've told you guys before, I film at home and I edit at home alone, and, like, a lot of this work is very isolating, and I'm, like, by nature, I'm a very, I don't wanna say, like, lone wolf, but I can definitely, like, get in the rabbit hole of just, like, getting used to being by myself. I'm a Capricorn. We good by ourselves. Um, so yeah, it's something I wanna work on and do more of this year is just reach out to other creators, other crafters. Um, and it'd be awesome if they wanted to do a collab. If not, I just want to like make friends. I want to make friends in this YouTube community. So yeah. So yeah, to answer your question, yeah, I would love to do just any kind of collaboration, make a friend, be able to talk to other people personally about like just your life and what you're working on and just yeah. Yeah. Joe Mama, you're giving very interesting advice. Make sure that how you talk to people is not, um, how do I say? Just watch how you talk to people. I see what you're trying to say. It sounds very controlling. I like your idea. Yeah, interesting. Interesting advice. Joe Mama said, better make sure hobby is not homophobic before you promote them. Also, I would suggest promoting small businesses on Etsy before a big brand out of the country slash company. Here's the thing with that. I would love to support other small businesses, but there's not many small businesses that reach out to me on the weekly that want to collab together. There's been very select brands that are considered small businesses that want to work with me, that have reached out to work with me. And I'm not going to shoot down personally a big brand. I personally like Hobby, which is why I want to work with them and I like their yarns. And it's just a fun project, like a Valentine's Day project. Um, so I'm not going to turn down an opportunity with Hobby just because they're considered a big brand and they're out of the country. That's just my personal stance on it. In case you are not aware, YouTube does not pay very well. They don't pay very much. So for people who do YouTube full time like me, we get our income from sponsors. And I don't accept every sponsor that reaches out to me. There's been a handful of times where I've read the emails, checked out the brand, I don't vibe with them, whatever it is, and I choose not to work with them. Hobby is one of those that I have looked into and I really like them and I like the quality of the yarns. So I'm willing to brand up with them, sponsor up with them. Um, yeah, I just like how do I say it? How they communicate. the way that they reached out to me, what they had to say to me was very genuine. Um, yeah, so I want to work with them. And if I'm going to turn down other sponsors, um, then I can't afford to keep doing YouTube. And I can't just like wait around for small businesses to reach out to me until I do like a collaboration. Because again, also think about it that way. If it's a small brand, there's been a lot of times too where small brands have reached out to me and they want me to promote their brand and talk about them for 5 minutes in a video. And then I ask, okay, is this going to be sponsored if you want me to talk that much about your brand? And they say, oh no, sorry, we don't have the resources for that. We just want you to give us free advertisement and we're not going to pay you, but talk about us for half of your video. And that's the thing is, I don't know if you guys realize that, but as like a small YouTuber like me, like I said, YouTube doesn't pay a lot of money. So if I keep doing these videos and essentially not getting paid for them, I can't afford to keep doing YouTube. If that's going to be the case, I might as well go get a job at the mall or go get a job like I used to have before. So yeah, in order for a lot of YouTubers, most YouTubers to run their channel, how they get by, how they get paid month to month is through sponsors. And typically the people that can afford to pay you are these big brands. So yeah, just like a little schooling in YouTube economics and sponsorship economics is YouTube pays dirt, dirt cheap. And I can't knock them for that. That's just how it is. And I see that what they pay me, and it's not enough to pay rent. It's not enough to pay for your car and your taxes and groceries and your rent and anything else that you want. Fun things like boba, you know. So it's like if we're trying to get by, we got to do what we got to do to get by. But yes, trust me when you say make sure that they're not controversial. I have learned my lesson. So many people were upset with the Hobby Lobby video, and I just didn't know. Um, before, if I'm just gonna go yarn shopping around, I'm not gonna spend hours online researching their ethics and this and that. I'm just a small business owner, just googling like, oh, where can I get this worsted weight yarn, or where can I get affordable this yarn, and then I go in store and I buy it. And I personally had never heard anything negative about Hobby Lobby ever. And I've Googled them before, I've shopped from them before, and I never even heard anything slightly negative. And it wasn't until somebody commented on a video and told me what was up, and I was like, oh, wait, what? And even when I Googled what they were telling me, whether it be controversial, homophobic, whatever it was that they were saying, I still never got a specific answer online. So it's very hard. I don't know how to explain it. It's just think about all the companies that you ever shop from, that you ever buy from. Is the toothpaste that you're using vegan free and sulfate, or vegan and sulfate free and this and organic and this and that? Is anything else that you eat throughout the day? How was your mattress made? Where did it come from? Did it come from China, the US? Like there's always going to be a problem with almost anything, that you shop from, buy from, wherever it's going to be. It's gonna be really hard if you start, like, weeding out everybody for little things. So granted, I don't shop at Hobby Lobby anymore. I haven't gone back since somebody told me that, and they were nice enough to tell me very kindly. Again, I have never heard anything negative about Hobby Yarns, and from what I researched, nothing terrible came up, nothing controversial came up. So that's something to keep in mind. It makes me nervous sometimes to put out videos because I feel like in general, anybody in the world can find an issue with your video. There could be anything. It's like a big brand of mine that I use a lot. You guys have seen me use Big Twist or Red Heart yarns or Lion Brand. Like it could be any brand of yarn. And I'm always worried that one day somebody's going to comment and be like, hey, did you know that Red Heart, yada, yada, yada? Or, hey, did you know that Lion Brand whatever. And then it's like, well, shit, now I'm in trouble again because I didn't know about this thing. It's not like I heard about this issue and I'm ignoring it. It's just I was not aware. So it always makes me a little bit nervous as I'm making videos because I use so many different brands of yarn. It's so hard to keep up and like know the latest news and the latest drama on what. So if there is something controversial or something terrible about a brand and you guys want to tell me, I am more than open and willing to hear you guys out, but please be kind about it. I don't want you guys thinking I was shopping at Hobby knowing all these terrible things and I was just like, oh, whatever, yarn. I don't know. So if you guys are going to tell me things, please be kind about it. I'm a Capricorn. We're very sensitive. And if you talk at us and demand things from us, we don't like that. We don't respond well to that. But if there's something that you want to correct me on and you want to say it gently and kindly, I'll take it. I'll take it. Huh? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? But yeah, I would love in general to work with more small businesses. I'm actually currently working on a video right now of a small business. So that's cool. That's considered small business.
Gentle.
Gentle.
Kiss. Oh,
Hmm.
she put music on.
There is music on.
I said, oh, she put music on.
Hey. Sarah Welsh said, hi, it's been a while since I've made one of your live streams. I keep thinking about that mushroom square that one of your viewers made. Mushroom square, huh? Watch Sunday's video if you want to see the mushroom square. Bless you.
Okay, bye.
What do you mean, bye? Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to come in here and we can select the photos?
Okay.
Okay. Damn, hella people are excited about the birthday cake. I wish I could share it with you guys because I know most of it's going to go bad and old before I can eat all of it. But in case you guys are wondering, it's funfetti. It's funfetti vanilla cake with rainbow icing. It's funfetti. People are, I can't read these comments anymore. I get so over it. Musica said, why is there an ad in this live stream? Unsub. All right, bye. Like I said before, ads are how I get paid. And if I don't get paid, I can't make a YouTube channel. I don't understand what people don't understand. I ain't putting up with it though.
Sorry.
Somebody said, I'll send you my address and pay shipping for a piece of cake.
Cake. Oh.
The birthday cake.
Uh-huh.
All right, guys, I'm going to get going. Thank you guys for tuning in, watching me last minute. I'm going to eat some cake. Probably watch some Netflix. Dang, this dog, he's a dead dog. Look at him. Hi. Hi, little baby. Look at this guy.
It's a good boy.
All right, bye, guys. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
So fun.
Yeah, it's okay.